Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about new products. I'm gonna do a makeup using my newest products, everything I bought since probably the end of July up to this moment. Now I'm going to start with the prep. This is my current favorite mist before I apply any foundation. Now this is by Iraq, you know this. I mean, it's new, but there were several products that I already talked about maybe, but I haven't tried it. I didn't do any tutorial and I didn't even have it on my face before. I only discussed, reviewed it. So it's gonna be sort of trying on for you to see how it looks like. Lips, don't forget about the lips. By the way, how's the situation in your countries with the coronavirus? Because in Spain it's not that great and there is a talk about closing up for the quarantine again. So let's seize the day and enjoy life as long as we can. I mean, that's tough, but let's not talk about it, because let's enjoy the new products and be positive and joyful. Every day counts. Now, I'm going to use this Miracle Second Skin Hybrid Foundation by Maxfactor. It has SPF 20 and I'm using Fair Light. It was a bit too light for me in summer, so I haven't been using it. Plus, SPF 20 doesn't really it's not exactly SPF that I would use in summer. I took this amount because I'm going to apply it as of a sort of cream, because it has skin qualities, benefits. It has coconut milk, probiotics. So I'm going to actually apply it as my skincare almost. I had on my face I had serum. And I have, what did I have? Because I did my skincare pretty much 7 in the morning or even 6 in the morning. And right now it's almost 11, but I didn't do any makeup, only skincare. Now, I would apply it like this. Let me see how it's going. I really need to make it disperse it all over my face as of because there's SPF. This is my only SPF of today. So it feels so moisturizing. And I'm gonna go all over the sponge. I always do it because if I apply something with even if I apply something with a brush, I will still go on top with a sponge, because it just kind of makes it more set and unified, so I like it's not a high coverage obviously, and I think it really improves the skin tone, at least for my skin. It worked. It didn't cover exactly. I have a couple pimples here, but they are much more faded with this foundation. So it's actually covered it because it was red. Now it's not red. So far so good. It feels so nice on the skin, like a nice moisturizer with the color. Now we'll go for concealer, and this is my favorite, and it's going to be my favorite probably for a long time. I mean, just because I don't use something and I like Clarins concealer very much, it didn't stop being the concealer that I like. But right now I'm enjoying this much more, and right now I feel like my skin just a tiny bit on a problematic side. I have some situation here and it's a little bit oily here still. So for me this concealer works well because it's a little bit, it's kind of a, it's not flat matte, but you know, soft matte concealer by Nars. It sets very nicely and it doesn't crease at all, and this is just fantastic. I don't think I need any extra coverage. Actually, this covered everything. I mean, I still have here a little bit, but honestly, I don't really mind. I don't mind my skin to be a little bit like little imperfections visible because I don't want to have a mask on my face. And right now, loving it. Now I will go with the first with all the creamy textures. Now this one, this is the blush by Shiseido. I think it was released maybe a couple years ago and I got it only now. Okay, it has just a tiny bit like messy here because it fell on the floor. And it's sort of like, it has a moussey consistency and it kind of shifted like this. Kind of got it back from the side so it doesn't look very aesthetically beautiful. But I mean, nothing happened to it. The same texture, the same everything. I'm gonna go lightly on my cheeks. Wonderful color. I think it's in Sonya. Some kind of like universal color. Very pretty. It's creamy to powder texture, which is my favorite blush textures. I don't like too creamy because they give a sensation of a little bit of oiliness on your skin. It just, and kind of they doesn't really melt with the foundation. I don't know. I prefer something that will be on a sheer side and not too kind of glossy. Like creamy foundation, creamy blushes, they can be a little bit sticky and then all your like your hair can get stuck into on your cheeks, so it's not very nice look. It's like a very sticky lip balm. You know, this Lancome had very sticky lip balm like a million years ago. I think they relaunched it. That's why I remembered it, because I saw it on YouTube again. I put very lightly and I like the look, kind of a glow from within sort of blush. Beautiful texture. I used it all summer long and it's not that long lasting. You have to reapply during the day, maybe a couple times, I have to say, but it's really nice. It's, yes, in Sonya, #1. Okay, it's a nice peachy color, but it's not peachy orangey. I feel like it's more peachy pink, so it's my favorite color. Now we go with the eyeshadows. Of course, I chose something on a creamy side because this is the look I'm going for these days, and also because I have two products by Catrice. It's their liquid shadow waterproof. I have two colors. I'm gonna choose one. I'm gonna go for golden rose kind of a color. It's intense metallic. I don't know if they're really that new, but I only saw them this summer for the first time, and I think they were released sometime in spring. Let me tell you, I'm gonna swatch it for you. The pigment. Look at this. It's unbelievable. I love this color a lot, and I also like this taupey brown, kind of cool toned taupe. Look how they shine. It's on the eyes. Honestly, it's more pigmented than Armani Creamy eyeshadows. I like it better. Now, first I think I'm gonna put some base. This is not the new, but I'd like to have like a more base on my eyelids, and this is by H&M Eye Color To Go. This is a perfect, it's sort of like a paint pot by MAC. It has this taupey, also brownie kind of undertone, and to me it gives a really nice base for the golden pink that I'm gonna apply now. As of single eyeshadows, you can obviously go more intense, but I just want to sheer it out just like a base. And a little bit here. Otherwise, those metallics can be just a bit too, you know how they are. They'll be too kind of, you won't have the depth. And they will just simply be too like flat on the face. It's very important to bring up a little bit the shadows in the right places. Now we're ready to try on this. The color, it's in color. I have several. I didn't like the matte ones, but the metallics are gorgeous. Where's the color? Okay, Fearless. Now, it's gonna go like this. Oh my god, it's so pretty. I can of course diffuse it with the hand, but I feel like the brush will go better. Of course you can skip the lower lash line, but I like to have it on both. Sort of day into the evening look. Oh my god, it looks so pretty. And okay, and it just doesn't budge. It's fantastic. It doesn't move. I still need to test it more for the longevity of it, because I tried it several times, but not long enough. Like, I don't know if it's gonna last from the morning until the evening. I think I probably wear it for about 5 hours, which is already good enough, and nothing happened to it. Now, the only thing is, like, you really need to clean up very fast because it kind of glues to your eyelid, which is also good, but you have to work fast. Little cleanup. Try to have a very dense brush. This was like very dense, very kind of gets rid of, picks up on everything that is unnecessary. Just a very easy, you know, it's like a easygoing evening look, but it also can be a day look. You know, it's not that strong. You can put eyelash mascara and that's it. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use my favorite of the moment, new eyeliner by Revlon. It's their Revlon Colorstay. This one with the, I don't even know the name, like it's Colorstay. It's eyeliner, it's written. It has a very like tiny pencil. It's a rollout. I like it and I don't like it in general, rollouts, because they can break. But in general, they're very handy and they're normally very soft and it's very easy to actually manage them. I'm just gonna go between my eyelashes a little bit to define and a little bit here on the side, but I'm not going to do any wing situation. It goes so nicely between eyelashes. And of course I chose the color of brown. Is it like light brown or... Yes, it's in brown. And that's that. Of course we can diffuse a little bit. Just gonna, with a brush a little bit. Maybe a little bit on the sides. That's enough. Another eye. This pencil is so soft, but I also feel like you need to work it out quite fast. Probably like every other pencil, I don't know. Because now the technology is so advanced, everything pretty much of quite a good quality, I have to say. I almost don't know any makeup that would be so bad that I would go, oh my god, I cannot use it. Of course there are better, worse, but not bad. Like you still can buy a product, let's say from Essence or Catrice, and be so impressed with quality. Not even impressed, so happy and content with quality and using it and managing a really nice makeup. I feel like to leave my lower eyelash only with this metallic eyeshadows. Yes. Loving this pencil so much. It's really nice chocolatey brown color. Good for everyday makeup if you want something more on the softer side. You don't want anything like black. And I feel like with this golden metallic color, brown is more like works more in harmony than the black would. The black would be too impactful, too wow. This one gives like more softness to the eye. Okay, I'm just gonna go and use the mascara because I'm so anxious. Like I cannot wait to see how it's gonna look with mascara. But before that, I think I want something on the sides, in the corners of my eyes. I always like to highlight a little bit. This is not new. This is by H&M, Easy on the Eye color. This is like kind of a highlight. It's actually creamy eyeshadows, but they are like highlight eyeshadows. I wouldn't put it all over my eyes. It would be too, I mean, it's like a champagne highlight, you know, as you can see. Really liking it. Can also kind of enhance your brows, but I don't really like shimmery highlight under my eyebrow. I don't know, it's just something too done, too, I don't know, maybe like a little bit old-fashioned for me though. Maybe I can highlight with some very soft, even like light powder, but not actual like a shimmery highlight. Now, okay, mascara. This is by Estee Lauder Sumptious Extreme Lash Multiply Volume Mascara. Loving this one. It's not that thick. It gives your eyelashes very natural volumizing effect, but not too thick or too spidery, or it's just perfect everyday mascara for me. And it has the natural bristles, which I personally prefer more than the plastic ones. So Doesn't irritate my eyes. Some do. Like, I can wear this mascara for longer than, for instance, Lancome Monsieur Big. In general, Lancome mascaras, there's something about, I don't know what they put inside their ingredients, but I cannot wear for a long time their mascaras. They irritate my eyes and I start to feel more tired, like my eyes get tired, you know. And this one, I can wear all day long without any discomfort. Even though I still like my Monsieur Big because, especially for the evening. So it looks like this, very natural, and still very, very, I mean, it did give me volume, so kind of want to go for a fresh look, almost like everyday look, but with some a little bit of a glam about it. Let's face it, we wear masks all the time on our faces. Our eyes are so important right now. Like, this is what people actually see, like, this is the only thing they see. Like, they look at your face and they see your eyes. They're not distracted by anything, well, except of mask in the middle of your face. But so to pay attention now to your eye makeup, I think it's almost imperative. It's really important. Gonna go a little bit here on the sides. You know what, let's just do the whole, because we don't have any eyeliner on the lower lash line, so let's do the mascara lower lash line. I like it so much. So easy to make. With this eyeshadow, it's just so easy to make. Okay, let's do eyebrows. Okay, this one is a tricky one. I'm gonna use my new MAC, and it's not an easy product. It's easy, but it's sort of like you need to be precise, you need to work on it. What I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna use the powder because I feel like with this look I need something on the lighter side for my eyebrows. So I'm just gonna brush it. You obviously, because there are not two sides, there is a powder and there is this kind of a microblading effect product. You don't have the brush, but use another one. Yeah. And I'm just gonna slightly fill in my brows with the slight motions. I don't want to make it too thick or too strong. Thick is not that bad, but like too kind of dark I don't want, especially because I'm blonde. I don't like to have very strong eyebrow look. Somehow it looks to me too, I mean, it doesn't suit my character. Like, let's face it, the makeup we do, it's sort of an expression of who you are, of how you see yourself. And I'm not a thick-browed person per se. So I don't want to do anything that will go too much against my natural, like how my brows are in general. Overline lips a lot, or even very strong eye makeup look. It's like I don't see my eyes anymore. So yeah. But then we know all about it. I already mentioned many times that I'm not for this dramatic change of my face. So I would probably a little bit fill in my eyebrows with a pencil, because I feel like I need some powdery situation here. A little bit. This is actually a pencil by Catrice. I like it so much as well. The color suits me perfectly. Now, and yeah, and then I will fix it with, I would if I had it at hand. I forgot. I want to fix it with my Benefit transparent brow gel, but I don't have it at hand. Okay, I'll just brush it. Let's pretend we did it. Now it's almost done. I'm gonna use this finishing. No, first we have to sort of finish powder our under eye area. Even though I feel like I don't need to. I don't need to at all. With this, everything is pretty. I will, so it kind of lasts me longer. But honestly, if you go for like 2-3 hours outside, you don't need. And here I have an oily, like my T-zone is oily. But right now it's just perfect. I don't know, I could zoom myself in, but just gonna a little bit. And here, because this is where it gets oily. Also because this concealer is so perfect for the, even on an oily type, you actually can get away without powdering your eyelids. And if you are over 40 or even over 30, I don't know, like if you have fine lines under your eyes and you don't want this powder effect that will look like more cakey, this is perfect because you don't need powder with this concealer unless you have very oily skin. This is also a new powder. It's Mineral Compact Powder by a vegan brand Makeup Factory. Really liking it. I've been using it since July. It's just perfect. I really prefer to use mineral setting powder that doesn't have talc, because talc can actually break you out and it kind of congests the pores. So everyday look for me, mineral powder is the powder to go for. But of course, if I want something more polished, more long-lasting, talc will do its purpose and will give you like airbrushed look. But I'm really liking it, this one. Now this powder is a finishing powder, and this is something I was, okay, completely blown away by the results, by the effect that gave. And half of me thought, did I need to buy Hourglass face palette for the powders that are in there? Because let me tell you, this finishing powder by the brand Flormar, it's an Italian brand. This is called Baked Powder and in marble beige gold. Okay, it has all the qualities of the Hourglass dim light or whatever their names powders, and it gives the same kind of airbrushed effect with this luminosity. And you know Hourglass powder, if you know, like, you know what I'm talking about. This is, I don't know if you could see the sheen, probably not, it's difficult, but I'm going to finish my makeup with this powder. It will simply unify everything and melt in together. It gives this beautiful sheen, and also the effect of your skin being so polished and just looking so, I don't know, taken care of. I'm loving it so much. it has more coverage, so to speak, than the Hourglass powders, and yet it also it's not even coverage, I don't even know, like it's probably a little bit more mattifying than Hourglass palette. Like if you have oily skin and you feel like Hourglass powders, they kind of bring up too much luminosity to your face, and sometimes you feel like you look oily. This one will be perfect. It's perfect. It looks like this. It's actually a very beautiful packaging as well. Very pretty. Now, and the last, hopefully, let me see. Yes, I didn't do any contouring. Even though I prepared, I have this stick from Benefit, but it's not new. I already used it, maybe not in camera, but it's not new, obviously. It's not a new product at all. But somehow I feel like I wanted to have a more fresh look, as I mentioned before, and I felt like with the just soft pinky, like peachy cheeks, and this coverage, it has such a nice actually, it's such a nice complexion. I don't feel like having any, unless you really like contouring and you like a bit of a bronzy effect, but I like my face to be just fresh with a little bit of blush, and that's it. And also this gives a very nice finish. So for the lips, I chose a very simple trick of mine that I use very often. I fill in my lips with a pencil, the color that I like, and then I will just go with my favorite lip gloss. Now, for this video, I chose my two favorites. Where is it, please? Don't tell me. Okay, here it is. This pencil is by the brand Gosh, and I feel like there is so little talk about Gosh on YouTube. Like literally nobody talks about their products, and I have my favorite pencil eyeshadows by Gosh that I use constantly. So I chose this color because it's in between mauvey, pinky, and a little bit of orangey, peachy. It's a very nice combination of colors and I really like it because it's very suitable for basically every makeup I do. Now it's in color, it's actually waterproof. It's in color NougatCrisp. And let me swatch it for you. Do you see? You kind of can trace so many undershades, so to speak. I have already balm sunk into my lips, so it's perfect base for the lips. I normally diffuse always the edges. Actually, it's almost like my lips, but brighter, I have to say. Because unfortunately, I have quite bright lips, and I always like to tone them down. But for this video, I wanted them, I even would leave it like this and have like a matte lipstick effect. But we need to try new products, right? And this is I think this is my favorite product of the whole, this new products display, and this is the Bobbi Brown Crushed Oil Infused Gloss. I know you've heard about it because it's been all over YouTube, all over the place when it was first released, I think sometime in February, and I have in color Love Letter. Now, soft on the lips, glossy enough but not too much that it's like, you know, too glossy. I also don't want to go for that kind of finish. And this is what I normally do. Either I use it on just this gloss without anything else. It looks also very pretty. It has a kind of a pinky peach color. It's not too. here how my lips look. So what do you say? Okay, we have to finish it with this spray. It's rose infused. It has also some, I think it has collagen. It's like replumping effect. Now, the last thing I want to mention is my nails. They are very simple. It's a little bit like a pearly effect, but very subtle, sort of like a French manicure effect. And it's also by Catrice, their new line of, I think they have like 5 nail polishes of this line, and this one in pearly ballerina. Beautiful. I like it so much. It suits, it's actually very nice on your hands when they're tan, and I also find it very nice when your hands, like when your hands like white, like mine right now. It gives very nice noble look to it. So here it is. This is the look with my favorite new product. Let's see the I mean, this is really good. I have to say, this skin is almost porcelain with it. And the blush is just a tiny bit of this little powdery kind of effect. And of course, finishing powder. I don't even know, like, finishing this and this, they're just magic. I love how it looks. So, yeah. Still kind of haven't... Yes, I'm satisfied. I like my look. For me, it would be the evening look. In the day, I would go for a subtle effect, but probably I would leave off the eye pencil, and I would probably go only with the lip gloss without filling in it with a lip liner, but to try it on the camera for you to see. We made this look, and I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe you will give me a feedback. I'll be very happy to hear from you and to know what products you like the most from the whole thing. And yeah, and if you want more of these kind of videos, I'll be happy to make it for you. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.